So when I go to Taco Bell, I splurge. So we got 6 burritos, nachos Bill Grande, and a cheese quesadilla. I realize it's not vegan, but it is vegetarian. There's no meat on anything. So I know it's going to blow up my stomach and it's not probably the best for me, but hey, you guys ask what I eat on a daily basis. And when I splurge, I go all out. There ain't no reason to hold back at Taco Bell. This is a $17 dinner at Taco Bell. Man, I'm about to blow it up though. Good morning, everybody. I was woken up, well, not woken up, but I was laying in bed and I heard thunder. And I walk outside. It's raining in Phoenix. This is like the coolest thing ever. Listen to that. I love thunder. So in Bend, actually, we would get rains in the summer. They were similar to this, like very warm weather, and then it would just like dump hail, lightning, thunder. It was awesome. But this, like, I don't see any lightning, which obviously there is because there's thunder. But then it just like, it's just beautiful out here. A little bit of a sprinkle. It's like nice weather. Must just be a weird pressure system coming over the mountains. Alright, today we are talking about solar coffee. Well, solar roast coffee. This is a Guatemalan blend. If you remember in the video a little bit ago, when I was trying bulletproof coffee, I went and got this coffee from Sprouts, which is just like a natural grocer here in Phoenix. And I wasn't a huge fan, and I'm still not a huge fan. The coffee was started by like 2 brothers, which when you think about, I feel like a lot of coffee like roasters or shops are started with like brothers or like a group of friends, and it kind of just goes to show that coffee is like a thing that kind of brings everybody together. One, it's harvested throughout the world, and then 2, like if you go on a first date or whatever, you're gonna ask if you want to go grab a coffee. You're gonna like have a business meeting, you're gonna do it over the top, like over coffee. It's interesting. Coffee, bringing the world together. Basically, their whole get up and why they are a brand is because they do things all through solar power. So that being said, they have like a roaster that is powered through solar energy that is harvested from the sun via solar panels on top of their warehouses, or like their factory, if you want to call it that. And then they do all their processing using solar power, so their like outlets and stuff inside their buildings are obviously solar powered. Then they have a portable 5-pound solar powered roaster, which is like basically a big drum that just kind of spins the coffee. So think of it like almost like a washing machine or like a dryer drum. And then if you were ever made like the hot dog cooker in like high school or elementary school, where you take like tin foil and you just direct the sun's rays into like a very specific centered heat thing, and it just like cooks the hot dog. That's basically what they did. They just roast coffee with it. So that's kind of neat. Is it applicable to roasting large batch coffee? No. How did I buy this at a grocery store and it was pre-packaged like that? I'm not too sure. But they do claim on their website that they will do like individual orders, so you can order this yourself. It is a little bit expensive. It's like 16 bucks. I got it for a little bit cheaper, like $11. But they do say on their website that they will roast it as ordered. So that means that they are roasting like 5-pound batches at a time. It takes like 5 days to get your coffee. So they're saying that this is like a legit, like crazy, like a good experience. And as far as the coffee goes, they didn't really talk about it. This is their Guatemalan medium roast. We've talked about Guatemalan coffee before. Usually like a very flavorful, very aromatic, almost spice-like tasting coffee. Very, very good, usually from higher altitudes. Those like southern to mid-American coffee or places are usually very, very good at making coffee. Also very hard to get to, and it's like very small batch, basically is what I'm trying to say. But this one, on the other hand, I don't know if it is just the solar roast or whatever, but they claim that the solar roast is like a good barbecue. It's like low and slow, so it's not high temperatures because they're just using the sun's rays to then heat up a drum, but it takes longer than usual, and I don't know if I'm a huge fan. I don't think that it tastes bad. I think that it adds some interesting flavors to it. Now, I don't know if those are the true flavors of the coffee, and this is the only place that does this, so that's just how that works. I know that there's, I'm sure somewhere, thunder. That's like the best. I know that there's probably some, like originally you roasted it via the sun before you were like, oh, I'm gonna throw this over the top of the fire and roast the beans this way. But I think that, I just don't know if it's like a good flavor that it adds or takes away or whatnot. It just is very bitter. It is, it has an interesting bloom. It's very, very CO2 heavy, so that might make it a little bit more bitter. And then it just is, it's just an interesting coffee. It's not my favorite. I probably won't ever buy it again, to be honest. Might try a different roast or a different. Actually, I probably won't ever buy it again. I just don't like the flavor. I love the business model. I'm all for being health conscious and working with the environment to create something that we're going to consume. But man, it is not very good coffee. So I've actually like, it's one of the only coffees I've struggled to get through a cup. Like, it's that bad. I'm not going to pour out coffee. I'm not crazy. But it is, it's definitely depleted my creamer supplies because I throw a ton of creamer in it to try and make it taste not like the bad stuff. But my sister, she sent me some banging coffee, some real good stuff from Bend. That's a different animal there. It's a different coffee. It's a good one. So and then the other thing I've noticed is, so this bag was like sealed, like had been press sealed at the top so that no air could get in. And I decided that if you're looking for a very, very good coffee, a lot of times if you buy it pre-bagged and then it isn't press sealed, that's going to be some good coffee, because that means that it's fresh. That means that they had confidence that you're going to purchase the bag, go home, immediately either repackage it or immediately start brewing. So that's going to be your highest quality coffee. This one, sealed up. The ones my sister sends, not sealed up. Fuego, very good, muy fuego. Anyway, that's going to be the end of today's video. If you didn't know, usually days like today are going to be coffee reviews, and then that's only just because I drink coffee in the mornings. I like to talk to you guys in the mornings and just kind of shoot the crap. And yeah, so I usually just do a coffee review. You guys get a little bit of content. You guys get to hear my voice, see my pretty face, look at this beautiful sky, and chill out and max. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you didn't know, I post a video every single day, so that means yesterday I posted a video about some crazy stuff that went on, and then a little bit of a hill workout, and it kind of explained our thought process on why we run hills. And then tomorrow's video is actually going to be a Q&A. So if you're new to the channel, which there are a lot of you that are new to the channel, and there's a ton of people, like crazy amount of people that are new on my Instagram. So if you're here from my Instagram, thanks for joining the group. This is cool. But I do a Q&A. So that means that you guys can ask me questions and I'll answer them. And I'm going to throw it up on my Instagram. So we should have a ton of questions because there's a ton of new people that haven't been a part of the Q&A setup yet. So I'm stoked about that. But yeah, there should be a ton of new questions. So feel free to comment them down below. I will be picking probably a couple people that commented the fire emoji on my one video. So if you haven't yet, go check that out. Watch the video. The video's dope. Comment a fire emoji. And then also if you share the video. So technically this week you have 2 chances to win. You could win 2 pins if I pick your name twice. And yeah, it's not hard to do. That's what I'm saying. You just gotta share the video once, and then we'll share all the videos if you want 7 chances to win. And then comment the fire emoji. That's about it. I've been rambling on because I just get distracted by the sky. I wish it was still raining. It's kind of sprinkling still, but the humidity feels great. It's like you can breathe again. Alright, I'll talk to you guys all later. Maybe I'll talk to you guys all tomorrow. Okay, bye.